Okay, so I'm 21. I'm a senior at St. Joseph. My actual one. My birthday's August 26, 2003. So I'm a Virgo. If you guys like believe in Virgos or not. Okay, Darian, please cut this part out. Let's go there.
Ask for your birthday. These are like my actual ones. Like,
I don't know if you meant like.
Are you thinking about going? So, question number 2. So going. So this school right here, the school we went to, MSJ, is a PWI, which stands for.
Want me to tell you?
Yes, yeah. What stands for?
Primarily white institution.
Damn, we like some haters. What did this school do to you and give them advice?
What did it do to me?
Yeah, what does it feel like going to a PWI?
I would say freshman year, I was definitely like culture shock because it was like, it was very different than what I know. Like my high school and like under was very like diverse, but I feel like MSJ is like, it's for specific people. Like no, like that's why it says PWI, because it's like, you know, like you're not really gonna get so much diversity. So I would say like.
Yeah, right. So
it gave me culture shock for sure, but I feel like it's a good learning experience because you get to like see, okay, this is how some parts of the world is. You know, like not everything's going to be so diverse.
Right.
So it showed me like, okay, this is what I don't like, and then I know like, so I get the best of both worlds. Like I get diversity and PWI.
So you're saying it's not for every black person.
Right. It's not for like, I wouldn't recommend it to like a. Like no hate, but I just wouldn't like you. I mean, I would say do a tour and like do your research about it, but I wouldn't just come out and be like, okay, guys, go here, you know.
So you ain't got no you got any like you got like any racist? You got any racist experiences going to the school? Like you ever felt like they was treating you racist as hell? Like
something that just popped up is like when I was in class one day,
right,
and we have to take like a religion class. But this one I was in a program. I'm not gonna say the program's name, but I was in a program and I was in class, and it was my turn to give prayer that day. So I had to like
prayer in the class.
Yes, like in front of everybody. Like I had to write my own prayer, and I put it on my phone. Like I had it like on my phone. And I just like read it out loud. And I was already nervous because I'm like, okay, like it's so many people that don't look like me here. And then, so I went, and then afterwards, it was like silent. And then they just changed the subject. And I feel like that was racist. And I told my family about that because I'm like, I remember the days before when everybody else did prayer, they would all clap. And then for me, they literally were silent, and then all of a sudden they changed the subject.
Do you remember what you said though? Like, can you run it back or no?
I could probably find the prayer, but I just felt like I thought it was a good prayer, and I think I said everything.
Was it long?
It was like a good I was basically following like, okay, how long is everyone else's, and then I wrote mine. I was like, okay, well, this should be, you know, like.
You say amen at the end and shit?
Yeah, I was like, amen. And that's another thing. Like, they would be like in everyone else's, they were like, amen. Like, they would say it with you. They didn't say amen. They were just silent. Like, I'm like, in Jesus' name, amen. And then they were just like silent. And then they changed the subject. Damn. But the other ones, they literally were like saying, like, they would do their prayer. And they would say amen. Everybody would say amen. But that was like the most thing. And I feel like there's literally like, I don't know, freshman year was like looks and stuff because it wasn't like as diverse like we said, but
did we already tell them what school this is? Should we tell them what school this is?
Are you want to? I don't think we said it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, it's Mount St. Joseph.
What would you say to your kid right now if he was watching this?
Like in general?
Yeah.
Oh, not about Miss J, just about like life.
Just life.
To my future son or daughter, I would say, I love you, and
damn, she or he gonna be crying.
And life, you always hear like life is tough. You're always gonna hear that when you're growing up, but I'm gonna be here with you throughout it all. So know that you have me always.
Damn, that was deep. Answer that. That was deep. Denver got you crying off that one. All right, come on.
Hard, isn't it?
Nah, you didn't even ask me nothing. You're not asking me nothing. She's not asking me nothing. She's not asking me nothing. She's not asking me
Okay,
nothing.
I didn't know if you wanted me to ask about so.
Say right, my kid, right?
Right, you go ahead.
Right.
If you want to tell
you didn't ask me nothing. I
didn't know if you were interviewing me. Like, I didn't know if it was a back and forth kind of thing. I'm sorry. So, for your child, your future child, you go ahead and say.
I would tell.
Can I finish?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and tell your future child what you want them to hear. This is for your child. Go.
Right. He or she, right? You gonna play basketball, regardless, right? You probably, how old you think you probably watching this shit?
By like 3,
3, 4, 5. You understand what I'm saying, right? You gonna play basketball, right? So you gonna play basketball, and then, and then we here for you. We're your friend, your best friend, and your parents all at once, and we love you. But you're playing basketball. If you don't want to play basketball,
lacrosse.
No, don't go play lacrosse. I play lacrosse.
We play lacrosse.
We both play lacrosse. She's whispering like they still can't hear you.
Okay, sorry.
Literally right on your neck.
We both play lacrosse.
But playing basketball, if you don't want to play basketball, we will support anything you do. Other than that, that's pretty much it.
Good, that's good.
And then going on from that, so talk about our generation of, like, your parents.
Oh.
Right. Talk about, like, talk about your parents' parenting and how it affected you.
Oh, okay.
I'm in that noggin.
That's a good question. I feel like my parents, they were kind of like a mixture of gentle and also strict.
Right.
So my mom is more like on the stricter side, and my dad's more like gentle. He doesn't yell much. He doesn't really do too much. Like, he's more chill, like goes with the flow. I would say, like, in general, my parents, like, parenting, I feel like they could have, I don't know, get emotional.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
You want me to go first? You got it?
Okay, you go first. You go first.
I go first.
Or you want me to go?
I go first so you can warm up.
Okay.
What about to say? Let me see. Parenting. My parents' parenting, I don't want to say it was strict, but it was mostly like, because they definitely let you do anything you wanted to an extent. You know what I mean? So, I just say, I don't know if they were strict or not strict. I would say they were, I feel like they were young as fuck. I feel like my parents were young as fuck, and they were still learning themselves while having kids. You know what I mean? So they couldn't really pour 100% of themselves into us. So that's where sometimes, as I got older, we lacked disconnect. If that makes sense. And we really couldn't connect on a deeper level like that, because we all are very nonchalant. Our household is very nonchalant, very just chill, quiet, which nothing wrong with it. But me personally, I would have wanted my family to be more like everybody's included, buddy, crack jokes. Nothing's like, there's no beating around the bush. You know what I mean? Everybody's just talking shit, being real. I wouldn't care. So that's the only thing that's one thing I would say from my parents that I would not do or some shit.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say. Okay. But they were good though. Other than that, they were good parents. I mean, they were good to an extent. I just think some things. Should I just get all the way into it?
Yeah. Like
whooping your ass, like all that whooping your ass, all that whooping ass was cool.
That was cool.
But I feel like to an extent it didn't solve no problems. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just, I'm whooping your ass because you made me mad.
Right.
And it really didn't, like, my thing is, I never told you about it, like it didn't really, it was just whooping your ass. I'm mad at you, whooped your ass, you grounded. It wasn't really no solution, no like, there wasn't no learning growth. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You're just whooping your ass. I'm whooping your ass because you did some dumb shit. So that's what I just didn't like. I feel like that was the whole thing. When it came to consequences, I feel like I could have learned more rather than just getting my ass whooped and having that disconnect as I got older, if that makes sense.
Right.
So that's what I feel. Other than that, I think they were cool parents, good parents. Like I said, They let us do a lot of shit to an extent, but I just feel like when it came to whoopings and teaching us and building us at a young age, they didn't do that well, and that's where we are all just so quiet and independent because just how it was.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that part when you're like, we weren't like growing up, like, because I feel like growing up we weren't like all so close, because my family, I have 3 sisters older than me,
Right.
and then I have like a younger brother, and we're kind of all spaced out, and we were never all really like so close. And I don't know if that has to do with like parenting, or if it's just like just the fact that we're like all spaced out and we're not so like close on that level, if that makes sense.
It's more like an age gap.
Yeah, like it's an age gap with all of us, so I don't know if that's the problem why we're not so close, or if it's just like how my parents parented, because like we don't ever talk about like this, like, because we all look at each other like we're all full siblings, but I only have 1 full sibling, and then my other 3 are half siblings, so like they had their own like family to go to.
Right,
like,
okay, that makes sense.
You know, like they were doing their own thing. Like on the weekends, they would go to their dad's house, and then it would just be me home alone, like, you know, just with my parents, or like just with my mom, or just with my dad. And then my brother came along, and then but I think like their parenting, I feel like they did their best from what they know, and I can tell I'm different than like them. I can tell I'm different because
Your parents?
yeah, just because, like the same way like you're like you want your family to be more like close and like
inclusive, basically.
and just more like, you know. My family isn't quite like, sometimes we are like, we can get like that, but also like a typical day kind of just looks like us all going to our rooms, and my brother shutting his door, like I might shut my door, or like, you know, like we're not really like what I want it to be, if that makes sense.
Okay, so say what you want. Like, what was in your household? What does a typical day in the best?
And like
if
with
you had
my
kids,
family,
yeah, with your family, with your kids. What does a typical day look like?
I would want to be more like a living room family. If you guys ever heard that before, like it's more like just like not like everyone goes to their room and they're all secluded and ducked off. Like more like we're all like vibing in the living room, and like we're able to connect and have these conversations and stuff like that. Like not just like door shut. Because my brother, I'm not gonna like, not to like out him, but like my brother is just always like in his room with his door shut, and like I'd be like, let's go hang out, let's go do something, and he'd be like, I don't want to, you know. Like, so I just feel like that could have started from an early age. Like it could have just been like we could have made like a normal thing when we were younger to like always hang out, never just go in your room and shut the door, like just always be in like the living room and like hang out, you know. So that's what I would do in my family.
100%.
For sure.
And that's the disconnect I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because they got to build that from a young age. If you don't have that comfortability at the young age, then you would just like, as you get older, you'll just be like, I don't have to. You know what I mean?
Right, because you're used. That's what you're used to.
It's just like you don't have to do it. So it's just like fuck it.
Yeah, but if you build that foundation when you're young, and like you just like that's what you're used to. It's not like if you go to your room and like lock the door, like shut the door, like that's not what you were like raised up on. Like, so it's just, you know, whatever you're used to when you're younger, I feel like that's what you're gonna be used to when you get older too. So I feel like my parents didn't instill like hanging out as far as like, I don't know, like being like inclusive when we're younger. And that's why we're kind of like secluded sometimes when it comes to room and stuff.
Went into that, but should we go? I mean, I don't know if that's the same like family dynamics. Is that the same thing? Or do you want to talk more about like, you talked about your parents, you want to talk more about your siblings, or you already kind of got in there, or you want to just move on with you?
I feel like we kind of talked about it already. Like it's like,
yeah, you're right, a little bit.
I feel like the older I get though, the more I'm able to hang out with my older sisters. Like I'm 21, so I'm able to like go to the club with them. I'm able to like, they look at me more like just older rather than like, oh, you're such a young sister, like you're my young sis, you know. They look at me more like, okay, like we can buy whatever. So that's what I would say about my siblings right now.
Really? Could you see yourself being an influencer?
I I know like you, like that is like something I could see you doing.
Right. What about
and
you?
I feel like I would like support it and like be, you know, there and like wanna, like if you ask me to do a video, I'll do it, you know. But me personally,
right. to a point, right. To a point, like you physically getting up and doing it yourself.
right? Me, I don't know. I just think I get too picky, and I get like, I feel like I would like try to cut so many things to the point where it cuts down all the way so I have no video.
Literally.
You know, so I just feel like
it's damn bill.
Okay, so yeah, me, no, I think that I probably wouldn't. I couldn't really see myself doing it. Like if we were to do like a channel, like we talked about, like a channel together,
Yeah.
or like do like little things together, I could see that. But no, sometimes I can see myself doing like hair tutorials or like product reviews and stuff like that. But I know myself as a person, like I'm super picky. I'm super like perfectionist. So I don't know if I could even do a video without cutting it a million times. So I probably would say no.
Probably say no because you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, I would say no.
Virgo, by the way. Virgos are perfectionists.
But I'm open to the idea with you.
So right now your nerves kicking in?
Yeah.
I don't know how. It's just being you, white stream, game come on about.
I know, but I just like,
the game come
the
on.
idea of being perceived seems crazy.
What does perceive mean?
Like how someone views you or how they like look at you, you know?
This is all new. I don't think when this get posted, right? I don't think it's gonna be. It's like I don't know.
I know. It's like also my first thing, like, you know.
Yeah, it's your first one.
Mm-hmm.
It's your first one.
Yeah.
All right. So how you feel about me being an influencer and say I transition into killing deers and wolves and boars, shit like that, but bring it home, eat it up.
Right. No, he mentioned this before,
Right.
Which
deers.
I feel like if that's what you want to do, like I feel like you know that by now, like you know kind of like that's how I am as a person. Like if that's what you want to do, okay, you know, like I have to like stand by it. Unless it's like something I just completely disagree with, I can be like, okay, no, like fuck that, you know, like I can be like whatever. But
type shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna say like, okay, yes, I love that you're killing deers and bringing them home. I'm not gonna say I love it, but I guess I would just be like, okay, like whatever. You know, I don't really have like a.
Right, you want.
I don't have like a strong opinion towards it. You know?
Right. You'll eat it though. So would you eat deer, boar, wolves, and snakes?
I would try
alligators,
it. No, I would try it. If I don't like it, I don't like
penguins,
it.
and whatnot.
I'd try it, I guess.
Name an exotic animal you want. A pet.
That I want. Exotic. I always wanted a bearded dragon. Is that exotic?
Bearded dragon.
Yeah.
What do they even eat? Like rats?
They eat like anything. They eat like worms, like dried up, like.
Worms and dried up what?
Dried up like.
Wax worms?
Like dried up little not animals, but like.
Way.
I don't know what they eat, but I always wanted one. Or like, imagine we had like a. Is it called a chameleon? Where they have like the color changing, whatever.
Carmelian?
Yes, like that would be.
Say it.
Chameleon.
That's that fucking word. It's like chameleon.
No, it's like.
Talking about the one with the big eyes.
Yeah, and they change colors.
A chameleon.
Chameleon.
A chameleon.
What would you like? What would you want?
I think I would like. Let me look up the damn chameleon.
Yeah.
What's it called? A chameleon?
I forgot to ask you a question.
Oh shit! A chameleon.
See, that's how you spell it.
A chameleon, duh.
Chameleon.
Yeah, we were talking about chameleon.
I said that. Chameleon?
She wants a chameleon. I ain't gonna lie. Chameleon is definitely different.
That'd be cool. Cause I'm not into snakes. I don't want a snake.
I know I always said I wanted a monkey though, but something exotic. Let me see how she said.
Monkey.
That's a chameleon.
Why didn't they tell us how to say it?
Yeah, why is it showing me that? Chameleon is a group of lizards change color. Alright, I mean, I think I would want an animal, like, I can't think of another other animal than a monkey, but like an animal that kind of like helps around the house. It's something that can be like it doesn't have to be like in a box. It doesn't have to be locked up. It can just be out.
That's literally a monkey.
I know, but like, even dogs can get to like that though.
Yeah?
Dogs can get like
That's
that.
not exotic. Like, what is like an exotic pet?
I can't think of a pet that does that though. Like just out on its own. I can go home, and I can leave the house. He can feed itself.
What about a ferret?
Ferrets just talk and swim around. I mean,
not a ferret. What is it called? Like
Are you talking about a ferret?
That's what it's called, right? Or no?
You said a parrot.
No, ferret.
Ferret is the little things that run around.
Yeah.
I think I do a raccoon.
Oh.
Cause they have hands. You see the hands? They got like hands they can grab shit. They probably, or a squirrel too. A squirrel is smart as fuck.
Okay, so you're more like, I'm more like a reptile vibe, and you're more like
furry.
Furry.
I just want something I don't have to like take care of. Like I want it to be like independent, but we can still vibe off of each other when we need each other. Like I'm still his father, and he knows that. But he can still like.
Right. Okay.
Tell me I'm hungry or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that. You know how guinea pigs?
Guinea pigs, they're in a box.
Yeah, you can't like. I'm just saying like that's a little different, but I would get those again probably.
Guinea pigs?
Maybe. I mean, if I got them as babies, but.
Let's see. No way you don't feel that wind blowing on your feet.
No.
What's next? 10 years from now, where you see yourself? 10 years. You're 21. You'll be 31 years old. Talk about your job, lifestyle, everything.
See, don't expect too much out of this answer because I feel like
10 years.
That's hard. Like I can't really. I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know. Like okay, I'll be 31.
Let me show you an example, right? 10 years from now, what am I? 23. I'll be 33. 10 years. Looking at, right? I'm looking at. Think about it. First things first, money. I want about, if I'm 33 years old, I need at least $400,000 in the bank. That's 10 years. That a lot? I don't think you can do that in 10 years.
Okay.
$400,000.
No, you know what?
Shit, that's a good goal. Let's go. $400,000 in the bank, right? By 33, own crib, or we can have our crib.
Right.
33. Own kid, not kids, my bad, but stuttering and shit.
Right.
Fucking, I said $400,000, own crib, our crib, and should we have? I'm gonna say a kid. I'm gonna say one kid. One kid at 33, $400,000 in the bank account. I need my own house and a better car than Bertha, and one thing I want at 33 is, I think that's it.
What?
Finish the tattoo.
Okay.
And probably just good connections with my family, pretty much.
Like stronger?
Yeah, that word, stronger.
Okay.
See, now you gotta go from that's what I'm aiming at. So
okay.
You gotta get there.
Okay, let me try. So I'll be 31. I kind of want, I feel like we will have like 2 kids.
At 33?
33 and then 31. Maybe like 2 kids, maybe 1. I can see 2 though.
Okay. So you went up on me.
I can see 2. Hopefully married.
I didn't have that.
Right, you didn't have that. I would say definitely own a house. Be working. I want to work in sports, so I hope like I have a job with sports, specifically like basketball, whether it be like professional or youth. I would love to have like my own gym built. That would be amazing. Like
you could definitely get that going.
Yeah, that would be amazing. So I would add that in there.
For like what year though? What all grades?
Like if I had a gym, it would probably be like all grades. But I would love to do like a youth program, like basketball youth program or something. That would be really cool. Let's see.
I don't think there's a lot of females that do that.
I know.
Like on a basketball building. Or I don't know what the fuck they call it. How do you get money from that? How you get?
Oh, like they would rent out like courts and stuff, and then they would just pay you, and that's how you would do
be
it.
a big ass.
Or you could run like different like organization, different like leagues.
Like a balls life type shit.
Yeah.
That's big as hell.
That would be the goal, and then I don't know, just like being happy, being full of life with so many different hobbies, and just really enjoying life, loving it.
Okay, you said okay. I like that was good. So what about you though?
I said that.
No, you personally, like mentally.
Right now or
10 years. 10 years.
No, I'm saying like I want to be very happy and successful and have a clear mind, clear headspace. I feel like I would be like more like I'm a grown woman now. I feel like I know, but I feel like 31, I would be like, okay, like I'm literally grown, you know. So I would hope to be in a way different headspace and like just like nothing. Like obviously, there's always gonna be things to worry about, but just more like free of mind and knowing how to control my mind and my thoughts better. Just better headspace.
Okay. Better headspace.
Yeah.
So how you feel about like toxic relationships?
How do I feel about it?
Yeah. I just threw that out there. I didn't even know the shit. So
How do I feel like toxic relationships?
yeah.
I feel like I'm big on don't force it. Like if you don't want to be with a person, that's why you always hear like communication's key because
Damn, got loud.
Like I just feel I'm really strong on like don't force things and don't like just do it just to do it. Like if you don't want to be in a relationship, I feel like it wouldn't get toxic if you truly wanted to be in a relationship, you know? Like if you really want to be with that person, like yeah, you're gonna argue, you're gonna have disagreements, but it wouldn't turn toxic, you know? So I feel like
yeah.
Oh, go.
No, I hear that's what you're saying. It's good. Go ahead.
I just like am strong on like don't be in a relationship if you don't really want it, because that's when it leads to like lies and cheating.
You made it seem easy though, because some people are just built different though.
I know.
And they've been in relationships that they.
Well, define toxic then, because like I think a toxic like
trying to like. You know, toxic, like, just because you did something, I feel like I gotta get my get back. Being petty, you know what I'm saying? Or
okay, there's levels to it. There's levels to it.
Toxic is like sneaking around, even though, you know, that's sneaking shit.
Sneaking like cheating?
Yeah.
Right, I'm saying.
Sneaky and being like.
Yeah, and I feel like people, like, do you think they really want to be in a relationship they have to do all that stuff? Like, why not just not be in the relationship? You don't have to sneak around if you're not in a relationship. Like, just
I see real
with yourself.
Right. People are just built different though.
I know.
Some people like it. Some people like being in a relationship, but also like to fuck around on the side.
Yeah. So you said what I think about it. I just don't support that.
Right. I agree. That's dumb.
You go.
No, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I just think like don't like be in a relationship if you feel like, because you gotta think about the other person. Like if you truly care about the other person, like that's not doing them any good, and it's not gonna do you any good either. Like it's just like a toxic cycle, and it's never gonna be like happy if you just feel like you have to sneak around and lie and do all these things behind the back. So just be genuine with relationships that you do have and cherish them.
Smiling. It's good.
Literally.
If you could, all right. Now you gotta tell them because because you didn't bring it up. I was gonna let you ask it, but you didn't ask it. You gotta tell them how we met, but like, be real. Be real.
Don't be real.
Be real.
I am going to. Why are you acting like that?
She's.
Okay. So like I said, we said in the beginning we met at.
Slow down.
At MSJ, which we're here now. We met.
I graduated.
Right, he graduated, but we're still in my dorm. Let me remember. So the way we met is at MSJ. So I was a freshman coming in. I believe I didn't know him obviously.
Right.
But I'm gonna say like I think you were maybe sophomore because you had transferred, so you're probably sophomore, maybe junior. I don't know, sophomore probably.
Oh yeah.
And I remember applying to the Roar store, which is a spirit shop that is here at our school. And I don't know why, but I really wanted to work there. Like, something was like, you should work there, like, just to be on campus and like, because I was living on campus anyway, and I was like, this is a good way to just earn money. And I was used to retail anyways, because I had like 3 jobs that was retail before college. And so yeah, so I remember seeing your name on the schedule.
Okay.
And I was wondering like who this is, who could it be, blah blah blah. And then the day before we met, our manager at the time was like, this is a man.
This is a man.
No, she was like, have you ever met Darian? And she would call him Darian. Like, she would always call him Darian. And she would be like, have you met him? And then I was like, no, like, I don't know who that is. Like, I wonder, I've been trying to think, like, who could that be? Because, like, I feel like I knew everyone else, because I think I worked with everyone else, or, like, I seen everyone else, I met everybody else, but I had never met him. And then she was like, I was like, no. And she was like, just to warn you, he's a man of very few words. And I was like, okay, and I kind of like laughed it off, whatever. And then so the day we met, we were working on a football game, and I was coming in like an hour after everybody else that got there.
Damn, I didn't know that. I came in an hour early. No, after you guys were already there instead of everything. I just said I would come in like at this time. And then I remember seeing you like over, he was literally, like, everyone's like working, right? He's like over there in the corner, like he's just standing right here. Everyone's like not vibing, but like they're just kind of sitting or like just standing, like whatever. And he's like over in the corner, and I'm like, okay. And I knew that was Darren because what the?
No, I'm saying like because I knew like everyone else was a girl. He was the only guy that worked at the time.
So you said to me, I'm in the corner.
Yeah, he was in the corner.
Outside in the corner.
No, he was like on the side, like skirted off. I'm like, okay. Like you can just tell like from that approach, like from that appearance, he looked a little like, you know, like he was like not trying to be like in the mix.
I'm not gonna agree or disagree, but go ahead.
Okay, and I'm just telling how we met. And then, and then I'm not gonna be there yet.
Okay, go.
And then.
Camera died.
Okay, so basically, I remember our manager introduced us and was like,
Keep talking, my bad. Keep talking.
My manager was like, I think she was like, this is Darian. She said Darian. And then
she was saying that shit for
this
years.
is Addison.
Right.
And then I remember being like, hi, nice to meet you. Like I said, like, you know, you just say that. And then I promise you, he did not say nothing.
Yeah, my thing is,
like, I don't know if he might have, like, the most he probably did was just like shake his head.
My thing is, I can't hear you. You were talking low.
He heard me.
And this is around coronavirus, so you got the mask.
Oh, the mask was on, yeah. So we didn't know what he tried to do.
So you got to think, I didn't hear it.
He heard me though, because he heard Tamara. Like he heard her.
Tamara.
Oh, she was her name.
I don't give a damn.
Okay, he heard her like say, like, you know. So he heard me. He just didn't say nothing.
On my end, I didn't hear anything, but.
So that's how we met, and then obviously we were coworkers, so we were just working together, and then. Yeah, that's all.
That's it.
That's like how we met.
You ain't go deep. You ain't gonna go deep in detail.
I want you to continue.
So you gonna go all the way in here or chill out?
Like you can go, like, you know.
All right, tell me when to stop. Boom.
Just.
You didn't really. I want to talk about how do we get together? Like how do we become boyfriend and girlfriend?
Oh, you said how we met. That's two different things, though. Like me, that's how we first like met. That's when we first seen each other, and we had our first talk. You know.
All right, I'm talking about how we got in a relationship. Come on.
So the way we got in a relationship, you want to talk about that?
Oh, you don't want to? My bad, I got to.
You go. Like you talk about that, because I talk about how we met.
You
like,
talking about a little bit. She didn't say much.
You talk about how we got together. Go.
How we got together?
Yep. So.
I'm talking about from.
By the way, that was 2021. That was August of 2021.
August of
maybe
2021.
September.
So I'm just gonna go back. I don't know why you stopping. Like I don't know why you stopping. Cause you could have just piggyback off. So basically, that's how we met, right? Boom. Then that led to talking.
Okay.
What are you laughing?
Nothing.
She's giggling. Conversation, right? Conversation led to.
Okay.
So basically, we were just talking, and then I think wasn't that the end? Is that when we went to winter break?
What about it?
Is that what
yeah. We
went to winter break, right?
And we didn't talk.
And my thing is, on my end, I'm like, my thing is I was never thinking like I was gonna ever talk to her again.
Oh.
Like I thought we were never gonna be nothing. Like we're just gonna be cool. Like
Yeah, like coworkers.
coworkers,
Okay.
like hey, and there. Cause at the time, were you single or were you? I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think when you don't know.
So were you, I think she had something going on. So I was single at the time, right? So boom. Winter break came, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. What about you? You want to speak? You can chime. We can both chime in.
Okay, yeah, no, winter break, because we just had met each other just like September,
Right.
so we was just like.
But it was good
I
vibes
knew-
though. It was
yeah,
good
we
vibes.
would talk. Remember, because we would talk every day. Like we didn't even know each other, and we would be talking about anything like for hours after
right.
work and stuff. But we didn't even know each other. And by the way, we had our masks on still. Remember
Masks
that?
on
We would have our
still.
masks on, but we'd be talking for like hours and hours.
Right.
And my roommate, I remember her being like, "Where are you at?" And I'd be like, "Oh, work ran over and stuff." Like I would be
funny.
But then I ended up telling, like, I told her like what I was doing.
Right.
But yeah, it would be like hours and hours. But yeah, winter break came, and then we didn't exchange numbers or anything. We
Right.
were
Then
just
we
like
came back. What?
in January.
January. We came back. Damn, was that summer?
Well,
When did you ask me to go to?
no, that was the following. Like that was a year later. So like that next.
Oh, so okay.
August.
So after winter break, then we could talk about. We was talking for hours, right?
Right.
We were talking for hours and hours and hours. It was nothing. It was just nothing. We were just talking, getting to know each other.
After work.
Good vibe, but it was what do you want to call it? It just felt like not forced. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah,
genuine.
it was like very flowy.
Flowy,
genuine.
right. And
Talking
then
about anything for hours.
Hours,
Time
right.
to fly.
hours, literally hours. Then summer passed. At the time she had a situationship, right? I was single. Then summer came, summer passed, we came back to school. I was a junior, she was a sophomore.
Yeah.
Then, so you talk about that because you did it.
Okay, and then that was fall semester, and then I was like, I remember. So this time I'm like single, right?
Oh, you single now?
I'm single.
Okay.
He's single, and I think it was literally because I came back on a Sunday because class was on Monday, and I came back probably like 2, and then I remember
PM?
yeah
On
and
a
I
Sunday?
remember, yeah, on Sunday,
Okay.
and then I remember texting. I don't even know how we got each other's number.
Work. You know how I said the group chats?
Oh, okay. So then I remember finding his number and being like, hey, it's Addison. Do you want to get dinner? Or I said, like, do you want to get Fifth Third? Because that's
Right.
like the name. And then I remember, and he's still, I'm not going to say it.
Say what I do.
Like, till this day, it seems like I know his tricks. Like, he waits
I'll wait.
like 3 minutes or like 5 minutes. Like he does it, like he still does this, and we're dating, by the way. He'll be like waiting, like it's for like so he waited. Okay, so he basically waited
He's trying
3
to say do it
minutes.
on purpose.
Yeah, he does it on
but
purpose.
Don't do it on purpose.
3 minutes, and he texts back, and he's like, "Yeah, when you going?"
Oh, when you
But
going,
by the way,
right.
I was so like nervous to sit. I
Right.
don't know why. I was literally like, I remember texting that, and I threw my phone because I'm like, if he rejects me, it's over. Like even though I wasn't trying to like oxma, I was just being like, okay, you want to eat together because we already had this conversation, like we said,
Okay.
So I just like, you want to eat?
Right. Okay.
But I was like so nervous, I just threw my phone.
Right.
And he said yeah, and then we just went to dinner. That
So
was the first time
she
we-
came at me. So
I don't know. He's not
she
really
came at
telling,
me.
you're not really telling like the full truth, but
That's it. We was talking for hours. That's it. The genuinity of it got to your heart.
okay, yeah.
So she came at me, y'all. So if y'all need any pointers, let me know.
Okay.
She came at me. Then that happened. But you still stopping it so early. That's not how we got into a relationship. That was the first time.
That's what you said. You wanted me to break that down.
Okay, she said that. Boom. Then we went to dinner. Then after that, it went on.
We
It just
kept going to dinner.
kept going. We kept
Right.
hanging out. We were going. Oh, then that just led. Right, that led to me coming into her dorms. We were chilling, vibing, kick back in, vice versa.
Okay, yeah.
Vice versa, kick back, and we was just chilling for the whole fucking school year.
Yeah. And if
Literally.
you look at our texts, we're literally like, want to go eat? Yeah, what
Yes.
time? And then we just meet up. Like,
And
we
we-
ate
every day. And then on top of that, we both didn't have a car at the time, so we were
Yeah.
lifting to go anywhere we wanted to go. We just lived it.
Like
that was
wherever.
probably one of the best. It was good years right there. A good little year right there.
And that felt like so genuine too, because it's like we didn't just sit in the dorms and just been like, oh, what do we do?
Right.
Just like, you know, like even though we could have, and like we're good at like, we know how to conversate with each other, so it would have been like good either way. But we like made sure we did things, you know, like we just wanted to keep that going. And like even though like he said we didn't drive, we made sure we got there. So like he would pay sometimes, I would pay sometimes, he would split it. Like we just made sure we hung out and did these things. And this is obviously before we were dating, like we were just friends, and we just knew we wanted to enjoy each other's time. So
right.
So it was
100%.
good. It was good. That was probably like one of the best times of a relationship, honestly.
Low key.
Yeah.
Then after that, where we at? I think we just kept chilling even more and more.
Yeah, that was all. What year was that? That was like 2022.
Right, I think 2022.
Yeah, and that was throughout. Dang, was it like that?
No.
It was like for like almost 2 years that we kept doing that.
Yeah, we were just.
But you got a car, obviously, like the next year. That next year, he got a car.
So we're like friends, then best friends.
Yeah, we were definitely best friends.
And
like we
then
called each other best friends all the time.
2024, March. May what? This is my shit. I asked you, May what?
24th.
24th.
He doesn't know.
So I'm just trying to do it. May 24th. I asked her because that's what you're supposed to do. I asked her to be mine, and she said.
Yes.
And then that was actually at Applebee's. I was at CC's.
Chili's.
Chili's.
Remember we never went to Chili's before. You never been, right?
Nah.
Yeah, we never been, so we wanted to go. And then I remember. Do you remember what I was wearing?
He was wearing white and the little skirt.
I was wearing white. What kind of shirt?
I think it was he was wearing a white tee.
Oh.
Not a white tee, but you were wearing a white top, and you had that little skirt, short. That's about
Yeah, you
the
loved
jean skirt short. I had on some
You
bullshit.
loved it. Okay.
I tell him everything. Tell him I love
Okay,
it.
well, yeah, no, that was 524. And I think that's so cool because my old address was 524 18th Avenue.
So what you trying to say?
That we're meant to be.
We're meant to be, guys.
Yeah.
And that's how we did that.
And then now, today's date is December 3rd.
December 3rd.
So we're like a little over 6 months in.
Literally 6 months in. And you're about to graduate in May. She's about to graduate in May, y'all.
I'm about to graduate, so I have one more semester, and then I'm done with college. I'm done.
Well, any questions for me?
Question for you, I
Yeah.
would say, what?
Oh, you got a question for me?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't cut it out.
I ain't cutting
What is the biggest takeaway you've learned from this relationship that you're going to continue to take with you? Go.
Chat. Oh, I'm about to say some dumb shit. That makes sense. So
Like your
takeaway.
takeaway from
From the
being
whole
with me,
relationship?
like meeting me and stuff like that.
I think that you people. I'm gonna tell y'all to all the niggas right that's listening, right? I think the biggest takeaway from this relationship is to be. My thing. Let me tell you something. If you want to be with a girl, be open-minded. You know what I'm saying? Like, try shit you don't want to try, even if you really don't feel like doing that shit. Personally. And also find someone very genuine. Because, I don't know. Like genuine. I just like genuine. You know what I mean? I think that describes our whole relationship as very genuine. Nothing's never forced. We mostly just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I would tell y'all, don't try to force love. Just let the shit happen. You may not find it today, tomorrow, or in a month, but it'll come to you. Just gotta be patient. You know what I mean? You forcing shit, you get the toxic shit. Then you get toxic because you think, oh, what's she doing? Where's she at? Like, you shouldn't have to think all like that. you pick the right one from the jump, then you should already know. You see what I'm saying? Got him. I'm on topic.
That's what you learn. That's good.
Exactly. So don't force it. Be open to try new shit. Vice versa. Girl to boy, boy to girl.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest takeaway from our relationship.
Okay, that's good. Good job.
And how about you?
I would say trust is like a huge thing, because if you're like an overthinker, or like you're just like, I know it's a lot of girls out there that's overthinkers and like they just always think this and that, especially like with like things around you that you see, and like the internet can be so toxic and like make you think these things. So I would say don't latch on to these things that you see on the internet or see from other relationships or like your past relationships, or just if you're ready for a relationship, come into that new relationship fresh and like not thinking about anything else but you two. Like trust is huge between you and your partner. So that's the biggest takeaway I would say, is like you taught me more like how to kind of chill and just trust you. And then if you don't choose to do that, then just don't be with the person, because like you would drive yourself crazy. And I'm not perfect, I'm still working on that. Right. But I'm saying like that's the biggest thing. Like if you can't trust your person, or if you can't like, if you're gonna always feed into like everything else around you that's toxic and bring that into a relationship, then it'll never work out. So I would say if you really want it to work out and you want to be with the person that you're with, or pursue someone you want to pursue, just try to trust them and like and hear them out. And communication is
I would say trust and communication.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, Chris.
A lot of shit that we argue about, if you just communicate it beforehand, it wouldn't be no argument.
Literally.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you just communication. Communication is key. I feel like that's where toxic shit come into place. When niggas don't communicate.
Yeah.
You know how niggas, like, understandable if it's like you're in a relationship, like you're gonna argue. So the first time the shit happens, understandable. You know what I mean? But after that, if you don't communicate why it happened and how we solve it, it's gonna keep happening. That's where shit get toxic.
Yeah.
That's where repetitive shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's really good at communicating, and like he's good with like not just bringing the problem and not having a solution. Like he'll just be like if I bring a problem to him, he'll be like, okay, how are we gonna solve it? Rather than just being like, oh, I have a problem with it, and then shutting down, you know? Right. So I learned that from him too. Like if you have a problem, of course you're gonna have problems in your relationship, but try to solve it and try to work it out, or else like it's not gonna get anywhere. So that's a big takeaway. We should probably do like a podcast with relationships and stuff.
You think we can be like the Love is Blind, the two people?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I can see that for us. You getting on cute.
Shout out to the dress and shit. Nah, that'd be good though. Okay. Any last words? I think it was solid. It's been great, and shout out to Clifford. You ain't thinking like me. She ain't thinking like me. Shout out to Clifford, my our fish that passed away. R.I.P. Cliff in the chat. About 2 days ago. R.I.P. Clifford. And shout out to... No, I ain't got no shout out. Shout out to D Benzo. Who's that? D Benzo. Who's that? Shout out to Ad Benzo. Shout out to Dairy Tales. He's about to do his thing. I got racks for a nigga, what you want? I got packs, little nigga, what you want?